Hey everyone. All right, my team was so excited about the Bon Appetit chef video about all the different grilled cheese sandwiches you can make, and it's our turn to share how we make grilled cheese at Bread SRSLY. So this is gonna be a roasted red pepper grilled cheese, and the first time I made this sandwich, I literally cried. It was so wonderful. So I'm so excited to eat it for lunch, and I am starving. So I've got some little red bell peppers roasting on the flame right here because we're having a heat wave, so I am not turning my oven on even for this delectable sandwich. So we're gonna just flame char these. So I've got my burner on next to me. Be super careful with your little fingers because they're hot. But I'm just trying to get a nice char on them, and I'm gonna just be rotating them as we chat. Okay. You probably know that our bread likes to be toasted, so I like to pre-toast my bread just a little bit, not all the way, so that the inside's a little crispy as well. And I'm going to show you the Jessie special over here, which is to take your loaf of bread and cut it on the diagonal for bigger slices. I hope your minds are blown. Look how big it is! Yeah! So you might be wondering what to do about the air bubble if you have a bigger air bubble in your loaf, but that's actually a plus here because the cheese is going to drip through those air bubbles and sizzle on the pan and become nice and crispy and gooey. So holes are good for the purposes of the sandwich. These are going in the toaster. Okay, I've turned my toaster to low. Those are going to go low and slow. Just aiming for like a little crispy on both sides so that when I put the toppings on and put in the pan, it's got a little more texture instead of kind of becoming all uniform and gooey in the pan. And I'm making this in a cast iron pan. You can make it in a nonstick pan as well if you have it, or you can make it in the oven if it's not a heat wave. That works too. Okay. I've got 2 cheeses for this sandwich. I've got a local cheese called Ragged Point from Stepladder Creamery. This also works really well with Mount Tam from Cowgirl, but any kind of soft, not super stinky brie will work. And I've got some extra sharp cheddar, and the special ingredient today is beautiful young green garlic, but normal garlic will work as well. So I'm working on the little bulb bit. So it's basically like a less sharp, more grassy garlic clove, but it's super fun to work with and it's in season right now. So I'm using this in everything. So doing a coarse chop on the garlic. Sorry, my knife skills are not great at this height. I'll watch for my fingers. Okay, so those peppers are roasted. I moved them over to the cast iron while the pan preheats, so just to keep them like sweating a little bit. Got my beautifully toasted bread. I like salty and sweet together, so I'm using some hot pepper jam from Jam down the road. But my favorite thing to use, and I'm totally out of it right now, is a garlic onion jam. I can't find it anywhere. I got it from this mom and daughter company in Los Angeles. Okay, so hot pepper, just a really thin layer on both sides of the bread. Going over to my cast iron, I'm gonna add some olive oil, throw in the garlic, and then add the bread right to it. Okay, so got my pan. I've been preheating this pan for like 4 minutes on the tiniest little flame. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a weeny little flame. So I've got my beautiful roasted peppers. They're soft. If I were roasting them in the oven, I would have roasted these for like 30 minutes probably. So this is definitely a shortcut and they won't be quite as roasty toasty. Okay, olive oil is going in. Got my green garlic over here. So the pan's definitely preheated. You hear that amazing sizzle. So this oil and garlic is going to flavor everything. And I'm going to put my bread jam side up right in it and try to soak up that garlic flavor. realize I put jam on the wrong side. Oh well, we're gonna have a lopsided sandwich here. Okay, one side gets the ragged point. We're gonna cut up these peppers, get the seeds out. Ragged point. Beautiful, beautiful peppers. Get the cheddar on the top. We're going low and slow here. Okay. Bread goes on top. Oops. Don't slide all your toppings off. Giving it a little pressure to weld it together. Will it together. Let's get that back in the center of the pan. And I'm going to try to scoop up all this garlic right onto the top of the sandwich so it doesn't burn. Gives the sandwich extra, extra flavor. Get a lid on it. Flip it over carefully. You can see the garlic is caramelized on that side. I'm going to scoop up the rest of this garlic and get it on top there. Okay, while that's cooking, you have time to put everything away, which is not something I usually say. I cleaned my cutting board, got my plate ready with some fresh veggies, got to eat all the cheese scraps that were left on the board. I'm going to have this sandwich with some homemade mustard. If you've never made mustard before, this is like the best, easiest thing. So it's literally mustard seeds and vinegar and salt. And you let them soak, and you get this beautiful whole grain, delicious stuff that tastes good on everything. And our sandwich is just about ready. I'm so excited. Just in time for my 1:30 meeting. Okay, I've got some cheese dripping out and sizzling. Oh, this is ready. And in case you're wondering, diagonal is always the way to go. Get my pan off. I'm going to get all these garlic crispies onto my plate. Cut this way on the diagonal. Woo, hot. Okay, that's too hot to show you a drippy cheese melt, but here she is. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Here we go. Totally worth it. It's sweet, it's salty, it's creamy, it's crispy. The hot pepper jam gives it such a good zing at the end, and the red peppers are like little presents to myself. I'm off to my next meeting in style. You guys enjoy your grilled cheese, and I'll see you next time.